Hey, it's Dan. Hope you're well today. So, in this session, I'm going to talk about a website design that we had to actually take over. So, this is an old client of ours, and for some reason, he went and used somebody else because he wanted somebody local, I think, basically, or actually he wanted someone cheap. Um, I think that's basically it. Anyway, he got what he paid for, and it ended up with a dreadful website that really didn't work. Like, no, literally didn't work. Like the header, the thing at the top, the menus didn't work, the footer, none of that was linked. No links to his social media, none of it. Just no interlinking on the website at all. Um, so he had all these problems on the website. The design of the shop only showed a limited number of items at a time. And it forced people to click through several pages just to see what was available. And so we call that friction. So if you've got an e-commerce website, then it should be really easy for you to be able to see what are the products, what are the services, what do people offer. And if you take a look on our website, you can see it. We have digital marketing services, and then we've got online training, and then each one is detailed. Lots of really easy ways of getting to all the different pages. The interlinking is there. And this client's website didn't have any of that. So it was a bit of a mess, really didn't work, wasn't making any sales whatsoever. And also, there were no sort of instructions explained to the customer what they should even do first. Because when you have a website, you should really answer three questions. Am I in the right place? Can you help me? Do I trust you? And if your structure of your website is such that people can't actually answer those three questions, like, am I in the right place? If you're wanting to buy a hot water bottle, but you're having to search through all these different menus to find a hot water bottle, then the answer is no, you're not in the right place, and the person is going to click off that website. And so this is one of the things that you really need to be sure about when you're making your own website. And of course, when you're doing your own website, it's really hard to be subjective about that website because you don't know what you don't know. That's why using an external agency works really well. In short, the structure was there, the bare bones were there, but the user experience just didn't work. And so he called us up and asked us if we could come and fix it. And so we looked at it. Previous client, so we did him a bit of a favor on the pricing, in all honesty. And he's a nice guy as well, which always helps, by the way. If you're an ass, we don't like that. If you're really nice, obviously we'll bend over backwards just to try and help you out. So we sorted out the header, sorted out the footer. We made the user experience really resonate for the user. We just made it so much easier so that people could actually find the products that they actually wanted on that particular website. And you know what was one of the really funny things as well? When we went through the website and we saw all the previous images that we'd created and all previous videos, we got this really good video we created for him, and they just banged it on there as well. Bish bosh bish. Do you know what I mean? It was really slapdash as a website, and it's such a shame because all the stuff that we'd done previously in terms of images and videos were really good, and then this web design just splashed it all together. And look, I get it. We had a call, a WhatsApp last night. They had from somebody. They had a graphic designer, and they had someone who could run Facebook ads, but they needed us to run their ads for them. And I'm like, I'm confused. Why, if you've got a graphic designer and you've got a Facebook ads person, what do you need us for then? Do you know what I mean? And I knew what it was. Because they needed our gold dust, the stuff that's in here, the stuff that's in our head, our secret sauce on how to run adverts. That's not what they wanted, and they wanted to pay peanuts for it. And then they were really offended when I said, that's really strange. Why, if you've got these, what do you need us for? And we were very unprofessional, apparently, for asking that question. I may have been a little bit short with them, maybe. But good God, man, I get that you're trying to save money, but, we're not here just to do it for free. You want expertise. As Richard Branson said, there's always a market for the best, right? And that's what we aim to be. And our prices were already so keen, and yet they wanted us to do it for like pennies on the pound anyway. And I get it, times are hard right now, but you do pay for what you get, unfortunately. So we got the header and the menu updated. It now matches their main website, gives visitors a smooth, consistent brand experience, really important. We also rebuilt the footer, so now everything works there. And in addition to that, all of the navigation pages that are usually at the bottom of a website, they all work as well. On the design and shop page, we actually changed the layout so that all the products are actually visible on a single page rather than forcing users to go through multiple pages every time. And that worked well. And then on the product pages, we also moved a customization, because you can buy stuff and you can customize it. And this customization button was like right down at the bottom. on each page, and so you couldn't even see that it could be customized. So we moved that to the top, made it really obvious and really visible, just as a first step, and obviously that will make a big difference. And then we added really clear and simple instructions about what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to place an order. We want to remove that friction. If you're struggling on your e-commerce website, have a look and see if it's got friction, if it's actually stopping you from actually your clients from actually placing an order and making it easy. It's supposed to be frictionless. We also suggested a short explainer video because there is some customization on the products that he has, and so a quick example video on how to use this customizer, this web designer, not web, this designer of the product. We suggested to put that in there. Anyway, we got all that done. It's a lot more intuitive. It's much more consistent. The conversion will go much higher. It's a very friendly website, and customers can now recognize that we're actually on the same brand website as the main website, which is really important. They'll find products without having to just click on all sorts of things. The 3-click rule is definitely relevant. And if all pages should be within 3 clicks, and it shouldn't be endless pages. You should be able to find what you want really quickly. And the customer should be able to easily place that order by removing friction. And we did all that, cost 197 quid. Like I say, we previous customer, we've known this guy for quite some time, number of years. Number of people that come back to us time and time again is significant, by the way, which is really cool. It just means that we know what we're doing and we're doing the right thing, and that we're also nice to our clients as well. But 197 quid, and he got it all sorted and up and running. And it'd be interesting to see what sales are like now that the website is actually functional. Anyway, if you need a hand with your website, you're not sure if you want WordPress and you're stuck, come and hit us up. Pretty sure we can help. Just fill in our quick help form on our website. You'll see the link down below.